Well, I gotta just to go ahead and just swallow this pill here. Um, it's probably not gonna be Dragon Ball themed, and I'm very yeah, I'm very upset about that one, man. I've definitely wanted this to be Dragon Ball related for the anniversary, but man, after this mechanic, I just don't see how how it could be Dragon Ball unless they somehow work it, but I doubt it. It's looking like it's pretty much Spirit Bomb, Goku's, Kid Boo's, Omega Shenron's, man. Like, it really is. Yeah, let's get into the video. All right, so here we are looking at the standby and the actual finish skills. Yeah, new mechanics here. Just like I said before, this is insane to really think about, but at the same time, it shouldn't be because every year we get new mechanics and stuff like that for the anniversary. They always introduce something else new in the game, and this literally just screams like I mean, this literally screams Spirit Bomb, like 100%. Once I go through all the effects and you see them all, it's just it's very hard to see how it could not be that, and there's no way it's got to be. So I'm gonna like before I keep fanboying out on all these new mechanics and stuff like that with this. Let me just show you. We do have this here showing the slide down and stuff like that. So we do have. So we will be sliding down. It is two different ways. Like there's blue and the orange. With the actual again standby and then the finish. I'm gonna go ahead and say that buy these standbys and the finish because look now they have them in different ways. So it means so it seems to be like once you have your character floating there, you're gonna be like just how you could swipe up. It might be on this one now. It might be literally you swipe up for that one, and then you swipe down for the other, which how it's pretty much showing right here, where it actually actual arrows going down, and then when you come up here, it has the arrows going up, where you can slide up. So this is pretty cool because yeah, it's going to be it 100% has to be Spirit Bomb anniversary themed now. Like it just has to be. But how they're going to sort of implement these has got me asking a lot of questions because with the standby phase, now I think we all probably understand what finish skill is. Like we understand that. Like everybody knows, oh, this is your finisher. This you come in probably actually being like the full on active skill and stuff like that. But is this going to be a situation where you have to use the standby phase for the character or you don't have to use the standby phase? Like for instance, if you use the standby phase and then you get through the standby phase, is it like a situation where yes, you can still get hit and you can still, die? Is it going to be like, oh, when we come back and we actually see um we get all three pop up in the slot. See right there, we didn't see how you get like three that pops up here, just like in the other in the standby. Is it like is this a countdown sequence so it takes over the turn just like you would if you were getting like a grade ape or something like that, like it would take over, except you don't get grayed out, like you could still die in the standby phase. So is this going to be a situation where the cards are built to be built up so where you can get to that standby phase and actually take a couple of hits and stuff like that? Like is there going to be some kind of like when you're in standby phase, are you going to be able to reduce damage received, or that way you can build up the card first and then go in standby phase and then maybe even build that up in there while you're in standby phase if you survive it, and then use the active skill for the finisher and obliterate pretty much? Or is it going to be like a situation where that doesn't even matter? Like you don't really need the standby phase to do extra damage or anything like that. Like you can just go out of the standby phase, and the standby phase is technically sort of optional if you want to do that to get more damage in on your finish or not. Like that's my main question on the mechanics. Which again, when we get a data download, we'll see all the information a lot and have it pretty much out in detail. This is all kind of sort of speculation right now for the standby and finish because even the finish is doing the same three slot, like it's going into three slots. So that's what's kind of throwing me off because if it was going to be just like a standby, so say the blue is a standby, is it just like oh, okay, you're in blue, it's standby. Like, I can see why it would be like, oh, you're taking up 3 slots. Like this, putting your card into 3 slots and removing the 2 units that were on rotation with you. So I can see that. But then you get like this as well too, where it's showing all the pulsing and stuff like that. So is this like a bar? Like is this bar going to be tied into the standby and your finish? Like is this going to be a situation where once you like you have to have both of these filled up to activate your standby and finish, or is it just like a confirmation of, oh, you've been doing this through this event and you didn't get it all the way full, but you can still activate it and not do as much damage? Like my main questions on this one is actually how these are going to be implemented in terms of building up or anything along the lines of that. That's my main sort of question with this one. It's not like, oh yeah, they're cool, they're new actives, and stuff like that. We got new mechanics. It's wild. I love it. Like seeing the new mechanics and animations and stuff like it is pretty nasty to me. And then you got like all the files and stuff like that in here that's sort of coding in what is what. So it's like so my again, we have 2 bars that seem to be like they need to be filled. So that's my biggest issue. Like, do you have to build up the standby phase in the normal card, and either way by doing super attacks or maybe dodging or taking hits and getting attack and defense, or now maybe it raises that bar for their extra power level or something like so. Maybe in this standby it is defensive for Goku because you still got to remember by anime logic and stuff like that, Goku is holding his hands up. So he's literally defenseless. So that's why I'm saying, and we've seen Goku get punched, kicked, knocked around, stuff like that while he had his hands up. So my thing is is this bar, like I said before, have to be built up in the passive to get this full bar to be activated for standby. And then while you're in standby, you pretty much fill your finish bar. So, or is it like a time thing? Like you have to be like, there's going to be a timer that's popped off in here. So maybe it'd be like, oh, you have to survive 3 turns when you pop this off, and maybe like every character that you're actually that's on rotation with you, it affects them. So for instance, like every time they may super attack or dodge, defend, or get hit or something like that, it actually has this fills this bar up a bit. So maybe it's that way, and that would actually would explain the animation that we're getting here, where you're getting all 3 going over. That would actually explain for all 3 of us. So maybe it doesn't take, maybe standby, and that doesn't do it. Maybe they just affect the units that are on the rotation with you. So maybe that's the case. We're gonna obviously see more of this in the upcoming weeks when they start, getting data downloaded a little bit harder and stuff like that. Especially, maybe possibly even seeing Dokkan Now stuff. Not Dokkan Now, but the V Jump stuff. Maybe there'll be something in V Jump as well that may come out. Which I haven't checked to see if V Jump's dropped yet. It's pretty early in the morning right now while I'm recording it, so it could not, but that would explain a lot for these actives. So pretty much getting back on the original track on this one about this being the Universal Spirit Bomb theme, pretty much. I feel like this does confirm it now. Like even though, like I said at the beginning, I've been making fun of myself of just being like, I gotta swallow this pill because I was wrong. I don't mind it. Like I said in that video, I don't mind if I'm wrong, just for the simple fact that I know that whatever we get from the 8th year anniversary is going to be spicy, especially with these new mechanics. Because now with standby phase and finish and stuff like that, now you're looking at so many units that this opens up now to actually get something. So maybe like later on down the line, we may get another Bardock that maybe has like a standby phase. So maybe he's literally flying through all Frieza's army and stuff like that as a standby or whatever. We don't know how it really works, but maybe it's going to be something along the lines of that where he was just fighting all those people, and maybe it's like, oh yeah, maybe his standby phase is him literally getting attacked or something like that, and he's just actually got to defend them all. Maybe, who knows? But it's very interesting to see it. And I'm pretty sure the community right now, and you guys let me know in the comment section below. I'm pretty sure you guys are going pretty wild, overseeing all the new sort of animations right now for this. Speculations are probably going wild for what it actually could possibly be. Like I said, I haven't watched another video. I don't know if somebody said the same thing as me or not. But this seems like it's going to be pretty fun, and I can't wait because it might actually be like one of those times where these units are so freaking spicy that it might 100% justify the whole skip everything until the anniversary went on global side. I'm talking to the global community right now. For the JP side, yeah, bro, like y'all are good. This is about to come out for y'all in a couple weeks, and y'all about to go buck wild. And like I said, all us global players, we'll be over looking, watching, eyeballing it, making sure everything's running smoothly. Uh, but yeah, this seems pretty dope. Like I'm not mad about it at all. Like I think universally speaking, if I got to be real with you for a second, just me and you for a second, I'm pretty sure if this is the Spirit Bomb themed, um, I think it's unanimous that everyone will be going for Kid Buu first, right off the rip. So I'm going to assume that if it is uh Spirit Bomb themed, yeah, Dokkan Fest Kid Buu because he's never headlined. Goku's Carnival, so it could be another Super Saiyan 3 Goku, or it could be another base form Goku, whatever, and then obviously have the Super Spirit Bomb and all that we're probably working in right here. That's what we're seeing. So see that, and then Omega Shenron, and possibly another LR standalone. No, it's not. What am I talking about? I was literally about to say damn Gogeta when I know it's going to be Kid Goku from GT. I was literally about, my brain was literally about to work in some Gogeta action. What is with me and Gogeta? Jesus. But yeah, it's got to be another GT Goku for that one. So this is fun. This is going to be very very interesting and very fun Dokkan now when they release that. Can't wait for that one. So if you guys are new to the channel, like to see, subscribe, turn on notifications, that way you get notified when we go live and put on more videos. Other than that, stay safe. God bless, and I'm out. Peace.